Welcome back, everyone, to Random's Thoughts, the end of yet another season, and we squeaked in almost in the waning hours, the day before, to get the Gold Cup and Gold Pack, which you're going to see momentarily, and I'm super excited about. Let's see what we open, because we also, oh, by the way, have over 9,000 coffee to open in packs. We have all the commons, all the uncommons, looking for rares and ultra rares.
Quick aside, everybody, before we get into the actual content, I was accepted into the Phobies Content Affiliate Program, the content creator program, you might call it. Shout out to the Phobies team, and thank you for that. But the reason I'm telling you, everybody out there, dear viewer, dear listener, is to let everybody know that I do receive some compensation from the Phobies team as a result of being part of that program. Now, I loved Phobies before, and I still love Phobies now, and I expect I will still continue to love Phobies in the future. So look forward to more Phobies content coming from Random's Thoughts. So now, on with the show.
And there it is, that beautiful, fabulous gold pack. Sum of All Fears 2. As I mentioned before, we're looking for rares and ultra rares. We're actually up on only about 40 or so. I meant to check before. And then I didn't want to click through. I think I only have like 40 Phobies. Outside, of course, of the stress Phobies. Not counting those. Not counting those. Chat jumping in with a little Russell action going on. All right. Let's get it, chat. Chat has been pulling for Rusty. Will it, in fact, be Rusty? Get a little chomp action going. Get a little chompage. All right, so we got some cool upgrades. We get some Red Speedola upgrades. Got some Spud. I can take these. Upgrades on the 1-drops is also... I'm pleased with that. Getting a little chompage in. All right. Moment of truth. Here we go, chat. What is... Ooh, it's starting off right. All right, we're starting off right. This one, I'm sure, will please a few members of chat. And maybe a few members out there on YouTube. If you're excited about Kerbloom, let me know down in the comments, because this is pretty cool. We're now expanding the Boom family. Yeah, get a little excitement, get some Kate Rock going, get a little chompage. Yeah, we got that Kerbloom to start it off. I like it. This one's always cool when you see it, because it has a unique aspect to it compared to Boom and Kaboom, as in the 1 key and the 3 key. Here, if you look at it closely, it pushes back also, which is notable. Gives you a little bit more flexibility on the mobile landmine, which is pretty cool. So I'm excited about this one, and it means we're one Phobie closer, closing out the entirety collection. Not bad. I will accept this one. This seems pretty good. All right, chat. Now, here's the part that everybody is waiting for. You see all the way up there, 9,500 coffee, over 30K tiers, and yeah, we're closing in on 500,000. We are going to be jumping in, as we have done in the past. We're going to open a whole bunch of Dreadfuls, fill everything out with whatever we can with the rest. And in this case, we'll go Dreadful, do tiers, and then come back to Dreadfuls. Let's jump into it. All right, here we go. Dreadful pack number 1. Let's see what we get. The most important thing at this stage, of course, the boring part, is the XP. All this purple stuff is absolutely going to help me immensely, but beyond that, we do get some Dozer upgrades and Smiley upgrades, both of which I've been trying to push in days. Dozer has shown up recently. Smiley we've talked about a lot, but I want to use it. And then we get upgrades for a few other Phobies that are... Well, Venus is important to me because I need to get it leveled up. 1-drops. Charon, Flesh Crawler, maybe not as exciting. Sparky, I'm not a huge fan of, but we have leveraged it a lot because there are some nasty mechanicals. Sometimes it's like, all right, I get a big mobile range guy. Eats up your mechanical. Seems good. All right, here we go. Got a little microscopic action to start off the night. All right. First pack. Getting this guy leveled up. I do need to use microscopic more often. You need to use it more often. But let's see what's behind scratch number. Yellow moly moly. Chat, I was so excited to get it, and then I've just been lazy about it. I think that's the biggest problem is I fall into patterns and I use the same phobies. I need to force some of this. Let's see if we come up with anything new, though. Yeah, we'll get some upgrades for one of our favorite jackalopes here. Get some jackalope upgrades. I'm okay with that. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Last scratch card for Dreadful Pack number 1. Little misanthrope action. All right. This is something I do need to level up because this is actually something I do want to try and utilize more as a tank to see if there are different strategies that I can leverage instead of necessarily leaning on. Maybe something more mobile, but just as tanky is feasible. We'll have to see. Chad is correct. A little bit of memeage from some of these. The Dreadful Pack number 1 in the books. Let's jump on over to some tiers packs. Start cracking those open. Let's see what we get from here. Run through these quicker as we usually do. Spend a little bit more time on the coffee packs. We get some attractor upgrades. Attractor upgrades, relevant. Significantly relevant. These other two, not as relevant, but still, of course, important. Evo. All right, we actually get a push to a Evo full upgrade. Kind of a big deal at this stage because a lot of phobies for me are just getting stuck. Scary Pack number 2. Little Minotaur action. I actually got to use it in game the other day. Another thing I want to use more. We talked a little bit about the electricals. Thunder Rocks and excites me even less than Sparky. You take him. Take him. Little Sucky action. I know we got fans of Sucky out there. Sucky's pretty solid. We were pushing it for a few weeks on a number of maps. I think the map pools right now maybe don't reach it, but there's a couple that I have in mind. I need to start actually tracking some stuff and writing down the strategies of which things I want to leverage on certain maps, so when they come back in the pool, I can remember and then iterate on them until we get the ability to play any map in frenemies, and then that way we can test out strategies. Scary Pack number 3. What do we got? What do we got coming out of this one? Ooh, got a little oopsie baby action. Oopsie baby happening. And then some upgrades, speaking of the Boom family. Some more germs. And Rambolina, one of my favorite phobies, something that has on by the wayside for me. But maybe if we upgrade it enough, it'll come back with a vengeance. Because Rambolina was such a cool thing to open. We first got it. It was so much fun using her. And we still get a ton of highlights all the time from people. All right, Scary Pack 4. All right, some solid upgrades, again, with the Misanthrope and the Germ, but Unicorn, something that is getting a lot of play for me. Basically, on every small map, just about, it's reasonable to pop out a Unicorn. So, getting this leveled up, absolutely. And some Miss Moffat. All right, all right. Looks like a little over halfway. Of course, Miss Moffat gets a lot of value since I unlocked a tractor. I've been utilizing a tractor. That doesn't mean that Miss Moffat has fallen off. And there are a ton of maps where you want both. Or maybe you just want the cheaper one. Getting this leveled up so they can tank more hits, definitely relevant. And of course, that poison is just enormous. Scary Pack 4, maybe 5. I was talking to chat and I lost count. What do we got here? Got a little Blinky action, some Erratic, who's coming back into some of my game plans, mostly because I had 6 keys to spare games. Like, yeah, I haven't used Erratic in a while. Let's see what happens. All right. All right. Well, what's behind the scratch card? That's the big question. Some more microscopic. I think the game is telling me something. Chat, are the new maps favorable for microscopic? Do they favor some hot and fresh germ action? Because the game seems to be pushing it. It's kind of saying, hey, here you go. Go. Scary Pack something. Future me will have to figure it out when I'm editing. Tomorrow, basically. All right, so we do get the Unicorn upgrade. As mentioned earlier, super important. We get a little numbskull action, of course, or Miss Moffat. But the important thing is behind the scratch card is Alligator. All right. We actually haven't seen too many recent maps that make you say, yep, I want alligator here. But there are some that are in or will rotate into the pool eventually. They do exist. Namely, Scopoceum, any Magnificent wasn't terrible. Things with lava, basically, are ones where you're comfortable with gator. And of course, sometimes it just comes out and it's a big tanky boy. Say, stop me. Seems okay. Next scary pack. We're almost through all the tiers. Let's see what we got. All right, I can take these. Ray has been showing up more for me lately. I really wish Temptress was better. I get the sense that Temptress is one of those phobies that it just needs to be on level with things. But because it wasn't doing well, it fell behind and then wasn't upgrades, and then it will never catch. But if we do level 1 events, shout out to anybody looking out for Fright Night, check out the details for that at the links in the description. The Temptress could present issues for people depending on the Barzilla, of course, being the big dummy. Loves big numbers. Ooh, a little Stairmaster action. I know Stairmaster isn't super popular for a lot. That they prefer some of the other 5-drops, but I've always stood by and felt fairly comfortable with Stairmaster because it does represent that enormous burst if you need it to. Sometimes you just get there. Sometimes you just need the eyeball lasers. Be the mobile eye of Sauron. All right, here we go. Hopefully the other tech issues are resolved. Hopefully it wasn't too terrible for people watching this on YouTube, but get another scary pack going. What do we got this time? A little Boo Fairy. Boo Fairy actually came up recently. Boo Fairy came up recently, and people were asking about it a lot. Muffin upgrades are, of course, good, and so is Cowbell. But we get a little Pescetti action, which has actually been talk of the town in chat as of late for some reason. I don't know why everybody's all about Pescetti. We were talking about spaghetti a lot yesterday. Pescetti is been coming up, or has been coming up a lot lately. I'm not really sure what made everybody so excited about it as of late. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I gotta use it some more. We'll see. All right, only a couple more scary packs to go, and then we'll have the remainder. Let's see, we got a little stabby action, some Bowmangles. Sweet, sweet. And some Speedola. That's twice tonight we've gotten red Speedola upgrades, so I'm pretty happy about that. All we need is the other half and to get them upgraded, and then we got the whole party going. All right, scary final. Get a little erratic. What do we got? More germs, chat. More germs. They're coming. They're here. All right. And we'll finish it up with an Uneasy Pack just to finish out the remainder of the tiers. What do we got? Thunder Rocks. So far, only the Kerbloom from the gold pack has been brand new. We have been kind of due for this for a while. I've been doing very well with getting new Phobies, getting important upgrades. Law of averages was going to happen at some point. But let's see what's in these Dreadfuls. See if there's anything exciting there. The Dreadful number 2. Clearly, we're going to get an enormous amount of upgrades. We get some Zomboni upgrades. That's pretty cool. I've actually been having a lot of success with Zomboni. Although some of my opponents have had not so much success, it's actually been kind of bad for them because, funny story, Zomboni has a warm-up. Don't find that out the hard way. Let's see what's behind the scratch cards. Little Barzilla action, speaking of the big man himself. Let's see what we got. We're going to keep rolling through. Get a little more upgrades. Gravedigger upgrade. Gravedigger has actually, this is worth saying. Gravedigger has kind of cycled back into relevance for me personally. There's a number of maps where, and I feel like I talked about this recently on stream, that it's almost been in this reverse bell curve, like this parabolic shape where I was using Gravedigger all the time because you didn't have like anything in your collection, then it kind of like dropped off and hit a bottom. But now it's coming back up, and it's becoming very relevant, especially on a lot of the more recent small maps to open up avenues. Even on the big maps, say, like and subscribe. By the way, hit me with that like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. it can present a lot of different things, and in conjunction with, say, I don't know, a tractor, you can make some funny stuff happen. Get a little more Boo Fairy action. Maybe I'll actually have to upgrade this one, chat. See if we can force some Boo Fairy scenarios. I do want to try a power down focus strategy, but I almost feel like you need Bad Omen just to kickstart it to kind of like stunt your opponent's growth and then force them into weird scenarios, and then you can follow up with the Woolly Bullies, the Blondies, the Boo Fairies, whatever you happen to have. I'm not sure, and Bad Omen's probably good enough on its own that it's going to facilitate any strategy, but it feels nice in my head to have these very thematic game plans. Final scratch card. Little Ray Chargels action. All right. Get some upgrades. I'll take it. I will take it. Seems good. Our next dreadful pack. What do we got this time? Ooh, some Yeti upgrades. You'll love to see that. O'Gralian, some Klepto. These are solid. I'll take these. Very solid. And the game is telling me use Speedola. The game is telling me use the red Speedola. That's 3 or 4 times tonight that we've gotten upgrades for it. It's actually really solid. Get a little Boom action. So between the Speedola and the Boom family... Or no, this is Kerbloom. This is the new one. This is Kerbloom, not Boom. We did get Boom earlier, I believe. Boom upgrades, that is. I've had Boom for a while, but the game is pushing specific Phobies in my face this time. Maybe it's a theme for this upcoming season. Ooh, a little high five? Little high five talk? Okay. What we got is the last one. Chat, it finally happened! It finally happened, chat! It finally happened. Somebody was calling it. Yeah, get a little Space Owl action. Chat, have we ever done a pack opening and gotten less than 2 new Phobies? I feel like we've gotten at least 2 new Phobies every single time, and so far, keeping that trend going. Get a little Doom action. This is actually fun. I've wanted to get Doom for a while, despite everybody saying how trash Doom is. But I'm pretty excited about this. Doom is one of the coolest looking Phobies with some of the coolest animations in the game. Like, it just looks sweet in game, so I'm excited to use it. I am absolutely excited to use it. So, I'll have to get this upgraded offline. Again, I'm not going to make everybody sit through this, but we'll do it. Baba Haha looking sad. We can hope. And honestly, Doom might show up in a lot of my games just because I get destroyed by traps in async because I never pay attention to which games actually had trappers. So inevitably, I get blown up by a trap. So I might just spawn Doom in every game and just be like, well, they might have had a trapper this game. I'm going to check it out. Nice. You love it, chat. You love it. Let's do a horrific pack. Ooh, some more Daisy, some more Yeti, some Hevo 2.0. Solid. That wasn't the one I meant to click on, but that's fine. A little Finnegan action, honorary good boy. Get some snoot boops. Get a little boopage going on. Love to see it. Ooh, some Murder Wing getting up there. Almost half, well, it's about halfway to another level. Again, another core Phobie. You know, there's not much to be said that hasn't already been said about this. And some Spider to round it out. Now we finally do get the upgrade. Took a couple hits, but we finally got there. All right, we got a couple terrifying packs. Let's see what we get. Ooh, so, speaking of good boys, a little bit of fetch action. Some fish tankage, something that hasn't hit the board for me in a while, but maybe we come back to it. And a little bow mangles in my life. Gotta love upgrading the turrets. Can't complain about those. Get a little Barzilla. I'm telling you, Chad, they really just want me to use Barzilla. No more Dozer. No Heartbreaker. Those are for chumps. It's Barzilla. All day, every day. And Baby Snakey. Something that I do love and need to use more of. I'd say that about a lot of Phobie. Alright, final dreadful pack. Let us see. Ooh, some Innocuous upgrades. Finally, some jar upgrades. Finally. Get them jar upgrades. It's good for a full upgrade. Get some Innocuous. Alright. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Chat, it's just that easy. All I have to do is say, hey, I haven't gotten a new Phobie in a little while. And there we go. We hit the Kerbloom. Then we hit the Doom Doom. Now we're completing the healer set with Metabot. I think I do actually have every healer now. Because it's Muffin, Clinico, Dr. Dermic, Zomboni, Metabot, right? I don't think there's any others. I mean, Bluelian kind of, sort of. Leshy. Okay, Leshy I don't have. So we don't have the full set. Well, Paddles doesn't really count as healing, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, Paddles doesn't... It's in the theme. It's in the doctor's toolkit, I guess. But yeah, Metabot is pretty cool. And honestly, this is a Phobie that might be fine at level 1 because it does unique things, namely the movement and the fact that it has an enormous heal. So it's, okay, I spring out there, get the heal, and that's... If that's what you need, that's what you need. Seems pretty good. 3 new Phobies tonight, chat. Seems good. Get a little Hevo action to further the upgrades like earlier. Seems acceptable. Pretty solid. Get a little Thunder Rocks to go with it. I'm telling you, the game is pushing specific Phobies this particular pack opening, and Thunder Rocks happens to be one of them. Better or worse. Last scratch card. Daisy! Alright, that's what I want to see. And we get a full upgrade for Daisy. We're ready to go. Gotta love Daisy. Daisy has been so much fun. It's one of, I mean, out of the ones I've gotten so far, it's definitely my most used Carnival Phobie. Is it my favorite Carnival Phobie? It's tough. Out of the ones I have, it's tough between that and Zomboni. But, I mean, Werewolf has got to be up there whenever I get it. But who knows when that'll happen. Not bad, chat. Not bad. Got 3 new Phobies. Closing in on 1 million experience. We won't get there because I will spend it. I got to burn through the experience. As you can see, we have a whole lot of things to upgrade. It's going to take a whole lot of time. But that's for another time. I will absolutely do that offline. YouTube, let me know what you got down in the comments, or come by the Random Thoughts Discord. The link for that and the live stream are, of course, in the description. There's a pack pull channel. Let me know what you got for season. Did you open any packs? Was it fun? Or do you got to wait till next season? Got to grind your teeth a little bit and hope that the next one's better? I hope it went well for everybody. But that's going to do it for this one. As mentioned, likes and subscribes definitely help. Definitely hit up the links in the description. Trying to hit the 1,000 subscribers. That's about it for now. Until next season. For one of these, anyway. But as always, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And Black Lives Matter.